E. There you go.
E.
There you go.
Tenacious E.
E.
There you go.
Boom.
E.
Boom.
E. E.
And I
Rush
can
E.
rush E. Jesus. Let's see, circle. Let's quickly change you.
Sounds like a good thing to listen to for like the last minute.
Tenacious D.
Before shit hits the fan.
Are
maybe.
we Tenacious D?
Maybe. Who knows?
Nobody's
it's a
gonna call you
band.
that.
Let's see.
Tenacious B.
Wait a minute. Wait.
We were quite the
Dagger,
duo.
You said previously at level 1 you had 16 AC. Now you say 12.
Armor on, armor off.
Wax on. Wax off.
Okay.
We'll get him new armor later.
Oh boy. I guess I gotta stop the fucking music.
Does anyone else think that Chadwick should get a hair gel that increases armor class?
Oh, you know what? You know what? Even better. I'll remake the damn thing, and I'll fashion his hair into a unicorn horn.
Oh no.
It's a
Or
shi- no,
like the
it's a
shield in, like the shield from that one,
Oh!
like really ugly looking guy in Pokemon.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Hey.
Oh.
Chadwick.
Yeah.
I have a deal for you.
Oh.
I'm going to make a bald version of you, but every time I feel like my fancy, I'll update it. Giving you a new hairdo like Frankie in One Piece. Every fucking time. One
If-
day you'll be a
if you
unicorn,
can-
the other a triceratops.
If you can get Eric's to agree to having different hairstyles for me, like every other session or whatever, go for it. Every level up.
Araxis?
Every
Sure.
level up.
If you want to make a different PNG every single time, I'm not gonna stop you.
No,
Yo,
I'm just modifying it.
If we do it every level up, that means level 20 can just be Super Saiyan hair.
Yes.
Why am I saying we? Dagger's doing all the work.
Yeah, bitch.
We're just here for inspiration.
We're here to cheer you on, Dagger. And
don't
not
call
give
that
you any
cheering.
money because you refused money.
No, I'm taking it now. I'm taking charity.
I take charity now. I am a charity case. Now hand to charity.
Oh boy. So, enough of this chit chat. You all have gathered here to play D&D, and D&D is what we're gonna play. So I gotta ask a simple fucking question. The same question I ask every single fucking week. Since Carrick is not gonna be present this week as well. So there's 7 of you still.
10 minutes right now, so continue without me.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not joking.
Okay, so is everybody ready then?
Oh, hell yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last we left off, you all fuckers made it out of Tannis in one piece, didn't die, didn't get squished by rubble, traversed the road south towards Olash, witnessed a giant green dragon fly by, didn't cause any trouble to it, or it caused to you. Traversed even more south, spotted a destroyed caravan with a bunch of dead horses, decided to pass around it. Seeing that one of the horses became undeaf and tried to pull itself out, it didn't fight it, he decided to fuck off, even more south. And then at the evening you came upon the Stolen Hammer, a tavern fully abandoned except for one drunken redhead dwarf by the name of Zan, who told you all that he basically drunk the entire tavern stock of anything alcoholic with his elvish friend, gave you the reins to the tavern, and he just went off after shitting on the front, near the front door. The night came and you all slept through it without any incident, except for the early mornings when Karak tragically lost their contest with a cat. It shall never be forgotten. And you also had a cat now with you that you invited yourself in. Morning came, you all had your breakfast, and as you were deciding where to head next, all of a sudden a massive horde of undead could be spotted south of the road where you're supposed to travel, led by some sort of shady, shadowy individual. You tried to remain calm, tried to not be spotted, but nevertheless you failed, as not the horde of undead was sent after you, but gigantic trolls, undead or maybe even demonic in nature. You scooted out of the back door, lighting the place on fire as you went. Went down the slope, nearly fucking died, most of you. And nearly avoided certain death as the whole tavern was tumbling down after you. After that was successfully avoided, you traverse through the forest, battered and wounded, for 4 hours, occasionally discussing the morality if you should heal or just fall over and die, succumb to the wounds. Until about 4 hours in, somewhere in the middle of noon, you stumbled out of the tree line into a meadow with a bunch of hilltops in the distance, where pillars of smoke can be seen. And as you walked a bit closer, a singular owl from the burning, from the smoke piles, flew towards you, manifested into this elderly halfling lady, and offered you tea. So,
Is
with
anything
that being
else during the
said,
slight altitude effect?
hmm?
I don't know why, but there's like this vocoder effect to your voice in the background. It's just a tiny note. Maybe I'm the only one hearing it.
I think it's Eric's trying to play music, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, you cannot hear the music. Give me a second.
In that case, that was actually the music, and it just somehow overlapped with the voice in a way that made it sound like autotune.
Noise
Okay,
suppression.
now,
You want noise suppression off, by the way, Rex. It's not standard.
shut it.
It will degrade the audio quality.
It's fine. You can hear me, right? Yeah.
Indeed.
So you can hear the music as well. Very nice. So yeah,
Very nice.
let me give you quickly a face reveal of this little halfling lady. Give me a second. Hell yeah. Is this halfling lady? Not having cups in hand, but just kind of manifesting in front of me from an owl. Asks you how you been, where you came from, and if you want some tea. So,
I just glanced over at Britt.
Assessing, saying, trying to figure out what's going on here because, you know, this just happened.
roll insight if you want to discern something.
Sure. Mainly if this is a trustworthy person.
Okay. Well, you can see that she doesn't seem to be hiding anything. She seems relatively pleased, looks unarmed. And moment by moment, as she kind of observes all of you, each individually, she gets more and more worried, seeing that you're kind of battered. Not looking the best of shape.
Can I
I-
do
I-
a divine sense on her?
Sure. You sense nothing.
Okay. She's just a normal halfling.
Okay.
I will turn to her and in Sylvan say, "So what brings you to these parts?"
She kind of blinks a bit, raises her eyebrow a bit, brings us to the place. I live here. And she kind of gives like a hand motion towards the smoking piles. You can see the smoke pillars rising beyond the hills, but you don't really know what's causing them. Yeah, she just kind of gives this hand motion toward it. Says, yeah, just be living here for what, 30 something years.
It's a nice forest. Not quite as good as a grove, but you know, can't complain. You got a nice place here.
We do fine here. It's peace, quiet. No townsfolk come around, intrude in our business. We live peacefully, happily, unbothered. So, how about some tea?
I would graciously accept some tea.
Do you think we need a little bit of respite after what just happened to us?
Of course.
We all look so haggard.
Oh yeah, you do.
Probably anxious too.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
So-
we've been trained to keep posture, but I just imagine everyone still has like a hand on the sword hilt.
We've been trained, but we also haven't seen demon trolls before.
Good point.
I'm sorry. Demon trolls?
The undead.
Oh, right. I did not notice. Too busy running.
Well, as she sees the chew dagger wants some tea, she kind of gives a hand motion behind her back and says, "Well, in that case, walk and be invited." As all of a sudden she just jumps and manifests into the same familiar owl. Nothing out of ordinary. Gray feathers, yellowish eyes as she takes flight upwards and then back towards where she came. Huh?
Could you turn down the music a bit?
Give me a second. It sometimes fucking peaks and I dislike it so much.
Okay,
That happens to me because of echo cancellation. If you have that on, turning that off will fix that.
Echo cancellation, goddamn.
But echo cancellation, like noise suppression, also kind of,
Yeah, it's right
Removes the
above
visual
noise
music.
suppression.
Yeah, no, but it would remove the music too.
No, turning off echo cancellation kills those highs and lows. That's what it costs for me.
Oh,
The highs and lows is the fact that I can hear her access over the music.
okay.
I know, it's fine.
Sylvia's like still very suspicious of this lady, so she's still got her guard up.
I'm gonna.
since we're level 3, do we have our spell slots, or
You need to
do we
take a
not have
long
them
rest.
until we get our rest? Okay.
No smiting yet.
No, it's not a get.
I would look to this. Ow. Wait a second. So she pointed the direction and flew off, right?
Yeah, manifested back into an owl and flew off back where she came.
I looked back at the party and going to say, Brit, I believe this would be wise. And
I
a
do
nice
agree with
change
that.
of pace. Mhm.
All right. Everyone form up. Moving out.
I guess we follow the direction pointed at.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? You heard
The
him.
druid's just waiting for us, hearing marching order steps.
Yep.
Well, as you start to march towards the meadows, towards the hilly tops, and coming over a few, well, I guess not even a mountain, it's just maybe 40 feet of just hill. You spot yourself that there is just a simple settlement of tents and holes into these mountains, or I guess hills, not even calling mountains. You see quite a lot of halflings, um, quite a few campfires with a bunch of smoke coming from that. And everybody just kind of not celebrating, but more like, I guess, living their life. Small children are playing. Um, Leather workers are tending to pelts, and yeah, it's kind of just, um, I guess, unbothered. Seemingly just, you can see just over the hill, maybe 20, 30 people, across maybe several hundred feet. Nobody even pays attention to you or acknowledges your presence. Everybody's just kind of busy on their own.
I imagine this is just a conversation going on between Farron and Nathan in the back.
By the Shire.
Just, I hope it isn't. Just still keeping that tension on, like hand on the sword hilt. But at least so far, seems okay.
Circle would, like, as he's following the rest of the group, he kind of tugs his hood to make sure it's on, and his other hand also stays on his sword hilt, kind of rubbing the pommel.
Assuming I'm on Chadwick at this point, as we formed up,
Yeah.
whispered to Chadwick, "Hey, get me get me closer to Brit. Move up formation."
Move in on Brit. Move in.
Give a
move
nod
in.
and kind of. I'll give a nod. All right, buddy, and I'll kind of trot it for. Hey, hey, Britt. Hey, Britt. What?
Yes.
Look, if we're staying here for a short visit, we can't forget our main objective is to still reach Orshal.
Yes.
I
but
say.
that's-
He raised his eyebrow.
Yes, but as far as we do deserve a bit of respite after what just happened, so we'll
We
pick up
suggest-
afterwards.
We
I
can't
suggest we keep it
deliver a
brief, though.
message if we're dead.
What did you? He looks back, didn't realize that Dagger was eavesdropping on the conversation.
Sorry, I
Good
guess
luck
I
keeping a conversation this quiet in marching formation.
hidden step, detect disguise self, like haha, sneaky.
Where would you be?
It was me.
Da-da-da.
Theo?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was actually giving my
Head
dog
back into the-
food, so that's why I didn't notice.
I have a
Alright,
I have a
alright.
simple question.
Have
You're
have you,
marching.
have you seen the?
Where are you marching towards to?
Following the owl.
Oh, the owl. I guess perception check for everyone then.
Okay.
It's not that center of town.
No, have you seen the size of the ears on Dagger? Of course, he hears everything you fucking say.
Jesus.
That's not very nice. I'm very
Do your ears
self-conscious
hang
about
low?
my
Do they
ears. I'm
This
very
is depressingly
self-conscious.
average.
Okay, wait a second. Where's my? Oh, there it is.
No longer average.
You said perception, right?
Perception.
Yes.
I guess
Sorry, waiting for my sheet
I
to
guess
load so I can double check.
everybody spots the owl as it's not trying to like evade you at all. So you see maybe 8, 9 tents. It's not like all centralized. It's all spread out through these hills. There's no real organization. There's not even a muddy path to follow. But I guess in the biggest hill that is maybe 60 feet high, there's this bigger bonfire than the rest, which are 4 as you can count. In the hole of the highest hill, the owl flew in and hasn't flown out. You can spot her, and it would take like a minute to travel through, I guess, the innards of this settlement. As, yeah, if you wish to go there or do something else, do tell.
Just in general, is that just like literally common village life happening around
It's
us, or
not
anything
even
that sticks
common
out?
village life. This looks for you like passive insight for most of you. If you have passive insight of 12 or higher, you basically see that these are just nomads. Like they don't have like even peasant clothes. They just have a nice leather, like basic leather clothing. They seem like more nomadic druids than like an actual settlement of the empire. And mainly halflings. Actually, everyone is a halfling.
Yeah. So I say we try to keep this track short. Then we get some rest as soon as possible. We move out. You can see kind of Farron's anxious about staying any place long.
Agreed.
Halfling are usually nice.
Do you think we should tell them about the army of undead that we saw basically on their doorstep?
It seems
Oh,
like it has.
They keep popping up everywhere. No.
It would seem that they are passing it by, being as how they're on their way to where we came from.
Tanis.
We can subtly ask if they've noticed anything like that, but I wouldn't try to raise any alarm.
Chad,
Unless it's absolutely necessary.
Chadwick and Sylvie. I have a question for you. For everybody else, everybody acknowledges your presence. Nobody's like unaware, but they mainly do whatever they are doing. Either give a cheerful wave, or just nod of acknowledgement, or just eye you. But the children, which you can count out 6 of them, who've been playing, basically chasing each other around, now kind of stop at all, seeing that you all here. And Chadwick and Sylvie, you get surrounded by 3 of them each, being asked about your features. More specifically, Chadwick, where's your other half? Did you change it for a horse? And for Sylvie, why do you have hooves? What's with the horns?
Why do you not have hooves?
The children right now. Why are you so goofy?
Honestly.
So
What's that haircut? Your haircut is funny.
Sylvie,
Why
actually,
is the horseman so goofy?
I actually gonna respond like, why don't you have hooves?
Yeah.
roll me a persuasion check. Chadwick, what about you?
Oh, that's,
Respond
that is
to children.
glorious. That is glorious.
Persuasion.
I'm for surgery.
Oh,
I'll look down. I'll look down at the kids.
Yeah.
You know, because half horse is a
damn
lot
it,
cooler than
Circle.
whole human.
Roll me another persuasion check from Chadwick. Sylvie, as you say that, everybody kind of looks at you. 2 girls and 1 boy look at each other. The boy just kind of looks at you so dead in the eye, says, "Well, that's kind of stupid," and just walks on board.
Classic kid.
I'm double
Classic
checking
child
because I think I do
moment.
have.
Children
I
are
mean-
vicious when they sense weakness.
Sylvia said, wait, she was just actually like, why don't you have hooves?
It's a very good question. Why don't they
is.
have hooves?
Just put off the children.
Chadwick in her response, the kids who are all boys just kind of look confused at you. and then one of the kids touch another, yells tag. Oh god, give me a second. Why did it change it?
The choir really picks up when it was
I don't know why.
Chad. And we all see Chad.
No.
Shut up! Shut
No.
up! Shut
I
up!
didn't realize we were in Smash Bros.
I think we're going for
Oh, that sounded like Smash Bros.
Oh my
That's
god.
exactly what I thought.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I didn't know you played Nintendo games.
No, I don't play the Boing Boing Yahoo games, I'm sorry.
Boy, Yahoo games. Well, that's one way of describing it.
But yeah, basically, you lost a child interest, both of you, very fucking quick.
They'll be back.
You are uninteresting. Lose 1 point of confidence.
But yeah, I guess you're making towards the biggest hill.
Who's? Yep.
Okay,
Doing
so yeah, it takes about literally half a minute after this little encounter of children. You see this massive bonfire that is maybe 6 feet tall, about 4 feet wide. You see a handful of sticks are placed with what seems to be carrots, cabbage, just vegetables and fruit, kind of cooking on the fire. Trying to walk inside, you realize this hole in the hill that is not guarded or protected, and you can see like maybe 15 feet inside of it, and it's just darkness. It's like 4 feet in height and about 5 feet wide.
Darn it.
I'm certainly not going in there.
He's gonna go in the hole.
Chadwick.
Look.
Yeah, let's get Chadwick to
no.
go in
Let's-
there.
Looks at Farron.
Oh no.
Farron, could you do me a small favor?
Small.
You see the helmet turn towards you.
I would like you to request for me a cup of tea. Any will do. I can't enter that.
He looks at the hole. You can see him unsaddling.
The hole in the hill offers you dark powers, Farron. Will you go inside? The promise of tea.
He starts
Using divine
slowly
sense
making-
on this place, just in case.
And whenever you did in the last minute or before, not a single tick of anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So Farron heads his way in there.
Like, wait, how
Oh.
big is it again?
About 4 feet tall, I guess, height, and about 5 feet
Okay.
wide.
Oh,
I can crawl in.
you sure you want to? You have to crawl
I'll
out
crawl
too.
in. Yeah.
Get stuck.
It's clearly
like a goat
visible.
in fence.
Oh no.
Oh god. It's clearly visible where she has went because there's 2 parallel lines going across the ceiling.
Oh, my horns.
So who's going inside? Because some of you, mainly Chad,
I'll
can't.
go with Farron.
Okay.
I mean, technically, I could go if I just like got on my hands and knees. But
Well, I mean,
Would
there's
you?
some.
Yeah,
there's some-
nah.
No.
I can't go in.
I think the person who can't go in the most is Chadwick.
Oh really?
Oh, you
Oh,
get.
I would. You don't say.
Chadwick could
I-
like back into the hole and nobody could get out.
I am a 6'5" beefcake of a woman.
I'm a
don't
7 foot tall.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, you could
Wait,
wiggle.
seven,
You
Well,
could
okay, guys,
wiggle
we get the
down.
point.
Yeah, I get it.
That's all that
You're
matters.
all big. Woo. I gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else is going.
No.
This is a task for the
Alright,
short
just me
king.
and Sylvie.
Okay, so who's gonna go first?
Myself.
Okay, just a perception check as you go in, and then Sylvie crawls after you.
Now roll a wisdom save.
21.
Oh shit, 21. So
He doesn't usually laugh. Watch out.
shit. Yeah, as you kind of get it into the hole and the darkness, you kind of trek slightly with a step, like slight incline downwards, or opposite, I guess. Down the hill a bit for a good maybe 15 seconds. Looking back, you can see still the light of the outside, the gray skies, and as you get to the bottom, you immediately see in the darkness. It opens up to maybe 10 to 15 feet tall room, and you can hear water rushing slightly somewhere in the room. And the first thing you see is this creature, this little creature. Give me a second. Let me find it. Where is it? Where fucking is it? Oh my fucking god! So bad at this. I'm sorry. Oh, found it. Yeah, you see this little creature, seemingly tapping the ground. His gaze averted away from you, kind of seemingly tending to something himself.
Holy rabbit.
And additional, no, I mean, it's a rabbit, but it's about the same height as you. Yes.
Keeping eye contact with a rabbit.
Yeah, no, it's kind of looking away. You can see it's like half face, while you see the halfling maybe 20 feet ahead of him, seemingly grabbing a bunch of wooden mugs of crates, and kind of seeming like picking, I guess, favorites or good mugs. Yeah, the halfling didn't notice you. The rat folk is just kind of doing his own thing, stomping the ground. Of course, Sylvie, you also roll me a perception check, unless. Oh, I mean, do you have dark vision? If so, straight roll. If not,
No.
disadvantage.
I have to roll with disadvantage.
What you basically see as you get down, like you go next to Theron, you look around, it's dark, you don't see anything, and then you just see at the very edge of your vision in the darkness something white-furred, tall as Theron, and one gleaming red eye staring at you.
See, he kind of speaks up with a cough. So, you offering tea?
All of a sudden, the giant rabbit turns at you, Theron. Stomps the ground twice. For Sylvie, you see one eye turns to two, and you hear this just on the ground stomping. And then for both of you, you can, well, for Theron, you see that the halfling turns around, squints a bit, nods, and says, "Yeah, give me a moment. I'm getting the mugs." And Sylvie, you can hear the familiar halfling's voice in the darkness.
Right, then I'll just stand here.
Okay. Sylvie, any reaction at all?
I'll be like,
Yeah,
what is it?
it's a rabbit.
It's a rabbit?
Don't
As-
touch the creature.
As
He kind
as
of puts like his arm out in front of Sylvie.
as you say that,
Is the rabbit.
the actual rabbit creature starts jumping towards you, both of you, and now Sylvie, you can see this white furry thing in front of you, as it kind of maybe 6-7 feet away from both of you, just kind of got its way to you. It looks both at you.
a big fluffy rabbit.
It kind of smells you both, and you can hear the sniffling air just kind of drag your hairs towards him for a few seconds, and it kind of scratches him against his chin, and then he kind of jumps back where he was and proceeds to stomp the ground like nothing happened.
I
Survive
call out
being
to the halfling. I'm like, does your rabbit like scritches?
Oh, alright.
The rabbit has a name, and it's
What's his
sentient.
name?
Well, go ask
What
it.
is it?
It only gives his name to those who he sees worthy. He's our local farm.
Oh.
He's our local farmhand.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
This is why you don't talk down.
Are you gonna talk to this giant rabbit?
Of course.
It kind of looks at you. Are you gonna approach it?
I'll stay where I am because I feel like it's a bit like put off by us, which understandable. So she's just gonna stay put and just talk to it.
And you say, "Hey."
She's just gonna be like, "Hi, so you're the farmhand? How's business like?"
It kind of scratches. You can hear scratching prolonged, and it sounds like it's going somewhere deep. And it looks at you, red gleaming eyes. Good, 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 good.
Good? Awesome. Well, I hope you have a great harvest.
Harvest, harvest. And he starts stomping the ground rapidly.
Set off, PSD.
But yeah, moments pass and you see the halfling is now coming towards you with 8 cups, 8 wooden cups, 4 in each hand. And of course in both visions, well, for Farron immediately, for Sylvie in a bit, you see that, the halfling just kind of sees you both here.
Do you
Yeah,
need help with those?
she kind of squints her eyes at you, Sylvie. No, these are just mugs. She kind of walks by you, kind of confused, and starts
I'm
to
not
walking.
that old.
And just walks upwards, back into the outside, leaving you alone with this rabbit.
Actually, on that note, I'm going to, since I can actually see down here, I'm gonna grab Sylvie's hand and start leading her back.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Sylvie has other plans.
for everybody
I'll shimmy out.
for everyone in the surface, it takes like 2 minutes since you last seen Sylvie and Farron, probably for the last time, until all of a sudden the halfling emerges with 8 cups, and a good few seconds later you see both Farron and Sylvie on the surface.
We made it out in one piece. A perilous journey, to be sure. As Farron starts walking back up to Chadwick, resaddle.
Yeah, I'll kind of like look down, grab him by the armor, yeet him onto my back.
So, how was the incredibly small burrow?
Well,
I
it's
found a
an
rabbit.
incredibly small burrow,
A rabbit.
surrounded by dirt.
Oh yeah, he's the farmstead of this place.
A bit confused. Farmstead?
Yeah, he takes care of the crops in this neighborhood.
Oh, a farm hand. All right. I suppose I can believe that.
Yeah, but as
Certainly an interesting place.
she kind of walks by all of you towards the giant bonfire, and she kind of pushes aside a few logs just burning in just blazing heat. She kind of just chucks a few logs away, still burning. She doesn't even mind the flames in front of her face, and she pulls out a wooden bowl, and then she kind of opens the wooden lid, and there's boiling blackish oranges, not orange, but like I guess maybe like incredibly dark yellowish liquid. And then she kind of takes the cups and just gets one by one filled. And then with 4 cups on each hand, gives one by one to each of you. There you go. Drink up.
Can I
I
see
sniff
if I
it.
can Yeah, I want to see if I can recognize the components.
Nature check for those who wish to.
Okay.
All right.
Is it made out of leaves?
You can look in the bowl and you see at the very bottom there is maybe a handful of leaves.
He subtly like just shifts it to his side and just doesn't drink it.
He a dwarf. He don't do that.
For
my
tea, I
lucky
heard.
smell.
Oh, for all, I guess. Let's see how many. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Is this anything like I've ever had from my druid family?
Oh, you're about to find out. Let me check if somebody else wanna one up this.
Making nature checks on the tea.
Tea.
Yeah. Although I'm surprised that you look at the tea that it came from a massive wooden bowl in the midst of the fire, and you didn't question why it's not,
Here's my question:
I can barely hear
green
you.
tea or black tea? Is it green or black tea?
Definitely blackish.
blackish.
Black and yellow and orangish.
Does it taste good? Does it smell good?
Okay, so because everyone
I'm
roll
gonna take
nature
it back.
checks, for Sylvian, Dagger, and the rest, except for Brit. For Brit, you have no fucking clue. It doesn't smell bad, nor do you really smell anything. For Nathan, you smell a pleasant, subtle aroma of birch, and you kind of mill around in your head for a second, and you realize there's a handful of teas, quite expensive ones that smell of birch. You don't recall the names because you're not really into that, but you definitely know that there are no poison teas that smell like birch. As for Chadwick, you know exactly the plant that it came from. It didn't came from a plant, it came from a fucking tree. There's this small species of birch called the shallow birch in the Feywild. Small primitive trees that grow as thin as a basic wooden log, no bigger than a foot, and its whole base, its whole tree from top to roots can be used for herbal uses, from medicine to tea to a lot of different and more specific things. Well, you know,
I kind of like look around and
well, here's the
look around and be like, guys, this is actually pretty good shit. I'll take a sip.
Sergal just takes the tea and sips it. He doesn't try to figure out what it is.
I just gladly accept this.
I'll drink a no leaf water.
Well, all of
I
a
kinda
sudden,
shoves a
Isn't that just tea in general then?
just nudges
My
my
point made.
foot on Farron.
He's up on Chadwick. He can't.
God dang it.
it's pretty good. It's
Chadwick,
fucking
it's
boiling,
gross.
but it's good. Yeah, it's pleasant. It's slightly sweet, and you don't really feel anything odd. It feels nice and just.
I do love a good tea.
Hmm.
It's
It's
very
called the nerves.
wonderfully made.
If you will like it so much, he hold out his mug for you to grab. I got it.
Kind of rolls his eyes. A wasted gift is not much of a gift.
This halfling gave you all like the mugs. It's easy, so you drink. Looks at Baron for a
forget how
second.
to say mug for a second?
No.
I heard your finger
Not
snapping.
important.
Okay.
No. As yeah, you all drink tea, and the halfling just kind of asks you, so where you came from? Because the last time we had any outsiders here were like 2 years ago, a year and a half tops, or no.
Looks at Brit with a bit of a surprise and that information.
Doesn't surprise me. To be fair, you guys are a bit out of the way.
Aye, we're purposely out of the way. We don't really care for the outside world. We got our forests, we got a sufficient enough food, levers to survive through the winter. We see no use to settling somewhere civilized.
The kindness
came from-
of nature is much more appealing than the harshness and bustle of a city. I kind of asked the old lady.
Why are you so quiet?
Oh, should I repeat myself?
Yes. Well, I mean, I heard the former part, what the second part?
Okay, I'll just repeat the whole thing just to make sure I don't fuck it up. The welcoming nature is much more appealing than the bustling and noisy city for some. Am I right?
She kind of looks at you, Dagger, nods a bit. I guess so. Never been to a city, so I prefer here.
I sometimes feel as though it is more peaceful in the wild, much more beauty than a city. But I still feel that there is charm to both.
She kind of blinks at you, Dagger, and then looks at the rest of you. So why are you here? You don't you don't exactly look like.
We're traveling from up north. We got waylaid on the road and got lost.
She kind of spits on the ground. I thought this place didn't have any bandits. I guess I was wrong. Well, it happens. At least you're good at.
Not
Less
bandits.
bandits, more hordes of all undead. That's kind of.
Undead. She kind of gets serious all of a sudden, kind of leaning closer.
All of us nodding in unison.
Yeah.
From where? To how many are they coming here?
No, they're passing you by. Thankfully, they're more coming from where we came from, or going to where we came from.
They should have already passed you.
Yep.
They
You'll only confuse the lad more if you tell splintered stories. Tell it from the start.
Yes, please.
How do we tell it?
They
Not
came from the
exactly,
second story.
Allow me.
By all means.
We come from a city that was a bit farther, near.
What was the town again? The name of the town?
Yes.
Okay, Tanis.
Good stuff.
Hey, you know my memory's shit. And we came here after it was dreadfully damaged. And on our way here, after some rest, we've noticed a large army of undead walking the path towards where it came from, more likely in a further direction past ours. But we are still unsure. Thankfully, they won't bother you, since you're out of the way.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Can he have advantage, since he has the whole party back in the room?
Sure.
Okay. Because I have +2 persuasion.
Are you so loud? Is it just me or Rog's just super fucking quiet all of a sudden?
Yeah, just a second. I'll fix that. Just a few seconds.
Hey,
18.
nice.
Nice. Yeah, you tell the tale. There's a pause from the halfling. Lucinda, she clutches her chest and takes a deep breath.
People are making music in my in this house, so I didn't want to put it too sensitive.
But then realize she breathes out the sigh of reprieve as she looks upon all of you. Oh, that's good. But undead, they do not wander these parts. How?
Who had extra information on this subject that Dagger obviously did not know?
It's obvious that the sudden change in atmosphere at our former town seems to be drawing them near. Additionally, they seem to have... There was that man in that grey cloak, who seemed to be controlling them.
A simple message would be to, at the very least, be wary.
She kind of nods. I see. And she kind of shrugs and then scratches her back a bit. I don't know what to say except my condolences.
Oh my god. I don't know why, but I can basically not hear you and I hear just the music. Or maybe it's just my brain going.
It keeps getting louder again by
the
itself.
music
Yeah.
is swelling over.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone's
God fucking damn it.
Every time.
Why does it happen?
I think it's been turned down like 7 times now.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Fighting back.
Just
Music
turn on
progressively
Sneaky
louder.
Snitch. That doesn't have any
Maybe
changes in
I'm just a bit
volume.
quieter than usual. Anyway,
Yeah, I think that's it.
Swallow the mic.
you rather not.
Oh,
No.
Alright, anyways.
Yeah.
So, kind of looks around. Not worry too much. It looks like they're headed in the opposite direction. For now, all we really need is a place to rest before we head off to the city.
The halfling kind of looks at you, Fair, and says, "Well, if you wish to stay here, you could stay by the fires. It's summer. It's warm."
Glances over at Britt.
Gives a nod.
Right then, let's get that done with.
Well, in that
Thank
case,
you.
the halfling just says, "Well, we don't really have anything for the fire except for the fire itself. I mean, stay by any of these fires if you want for the night. Nobody's stopping you. Also, it's somewhere around 1 p.m. What are you all gonna do? Or just gonna wait for the night and then sleep. Or sleep now and go.
I mean, I think we're in
Sir-
bad enough condition where we could long rest right now without too much consequence.
So we're awake
Circle
in the
is
middle of the
gonna-
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a good idea to travel in the middle of the night.
I see where you're
Circle
coming
would-
from, but that's losing a lot of hours of travel time.
We still have plenty of time before the message needs to be delivered.
What do you mean before the message needs to be delivered? The message needs to be delivered as fast as possible. There is no time limit. Only the pressing concern of getting that information to our superiors.
Haste
but
makes waste.
But again, we did just have one hell of an encounter, and I'm pretty sure not only are we in bad shape, but we're also probably not in the best headspace to be traveling right now.
Speaking of headspace, I'm going to go up to the leader that we were just talking to. Do you have any musical instruments? Like a lute, preferably, but
Well, lutes, drums, basic ones, and yeah, that's pretty much what we have.
would I be able to barter for one a little?
She kind of smiles.
Mine got destroyed, and
She kind of smiles. Go ask anyone for a lute. If you see somebody working with wood, they'll make you one for free.
thank you.
While they're having that conversation, me and Britt still going back and forth. Baron is being a bit stubborn. Britt, you saw what happened. A town ravaged. Can we really afford to expand time? Burned to the ground. There's no telling what will happen if we leave this.
There's also no telling. If we're to rest now, we will be heading out at night. And there's no telling what will come for us during that time.
I get your concern, but don't we have bigger things to deal with than beasts out in the woods?
It's not the normal beasts I'm worried about.
Oh, that's... You can see him gritting his teeth. About this, we compromise. We go to bed early tonight, and we move at first. No spares. Everyone better get up and moving by then. Kind of looks
Yes,
at you
at
for
fir-
confirmation.
Yes, at first dawn. At first crack of dawn. We'll move out.
Right.
For now, everyone, just try not to get into too much trouble. These people are being very hospitable to us.
And
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
There's some
just sitting
food
in
for our
the
journey.
grass next to one of the campfires, just staring off into the distance. Like, okay.
I feel
Love
like
that
you waited a
everyone
while.
at the same time.
I feel like you waited a while to say don't get into trouble.
Don't. Hey,
Circle already
Eh,
off wandering
as I
around
said
looking
that,
for somebody to take
I-
a loot from.
As I say
Uh,
that, both my eyes are, my gaze goes to first Chadwick, then Sergal.
Actually, Alexis, common sense question here. Any smithies nearby? Not like, the one
No.
used to,
No.
This is wood.
but only woodwork.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Baron
I
knows
would
that, of
definitely.
course.
Yes, metal druids, a good
Better
thing.
than no shield. Honestly.
I'm going to absent myself for a bit. I'm gonna go to look for somebody who can charitably offers seeds and possibly a few leaves of.
I'm gonna
weed to
ask
see-
the elderly halfling woman, is it possible that you could spare some food for our journey?
Wait, are we already full?
I mean, okay, so decide what each one of you want to do?
I'm gonna go find
Yeah.
some charity in the form of greenery and seeds,
Okay.
specifically dried ones.
Yeah, Sylvie, of course, you want to ask if you can get some more supplies. Anybody else?
Circle
Walking
is
around and trying to look for some good vantage point to just like check out the area in general.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be running PR. I'm gonna walk
For a
around
loot?
town like I used to do back at the old place, making friends.
Okay.
I missed my morning workout. It's time to go and find something to lift.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
On that note, I'm going to follow Bert's lead on that one. Combat training with the lance.
Circle.
looking for a loot.
Okay.
If you're
Persuasion.
doing combat training, I'm with you.
Persuasion from Chadwick and Sylvie. Investigation and perception from Nathan. And persuasion from Circle. And from Farron and Britt. Strength checks.
Hell yeah.
Dagger, you also persuasion check.
Ooh.
Right.
Owl 19.
Wait, click.
Circle would be like offering to work for like a loot or just like any way
Yay.
he can get his hands on a loot.
No. So, starting from starting from top, Sylvie, of course, since the halfling was not really busy, and asking for supply, she says, "Hi, yeah, we had a pretty decent winter. Most of our supplies are still good. We can have a basket or so of cabbages. For Chadwick, Chadwick, you got. Well, everybody's kind of like, greet you and just how you're doing. Very small talk. Nobody really wants to talk to you. You're busy, and the children who are like the most preoccupied, not doing anything with their time, just don't want to talk with you.
Oh.
And passive perception, you realize they're playing a game called Run Away from Half Human, Half Horse.
Oh.
Man, child
Man.
racism. They're learning it young.
Emotional
Man.
damage.
Karma hits hard in the next character.
Send centaur noises. Sergal, you find a halfling, maybe the similar size as the halfling you met, but just male, bald hair, scruffy white beard, working with a shit ton of twigs, maybe 40 of them, just on his lap, getting from like grabbing one insect and just chucking it to the fire and going through a handful of them. And by him, you see 6 or 7 loots of different shapes and sizes. As you ask if you can have any of them, he kind of looks at you eyesy for a bit and just kind of grabs them all with a handful, just kind of throws it at you. Yeah, take it. I don't need them anymore. I found a better one. And just kind of
Circle kind of like catches it as carefully as he can.
yeah.
This has obviously made his day, and he's like,
So,
"Thank you
is he-
very much." And he's immediately going to rush over to where Nathan is, probably.
Mhm.
Is he crying of
How
joy?
many loots did you get?
6 in the
Oh my gosh!
One
Yes.
for everybody,
Well, almost.
Hey.
So,
except Chadwick. Sorry,
so-
Chadwick.
Oh my god! What is
Wow,
this Chadwick
going
hate?
hard.
No,
Bro, you
no.
learning
Chadwick
racism
hate.
too?
okay.
Hey,
really. I already know.
you guys seem to misunderstand. The driver cannot play the lute.
Oh no.
Clear system. The
Oh.
driver focuses on the road. The one on the seat next to him gets to play the lute.
Okay, so
Oh.
Exactly.
Dagger, you look around, see, and you see this like a handful of small patches of dirt that has like small sprouts. You investigate further. You find a couple of halflings in their 20s by the looks, who have been planting the seeds that they got from fur. As apparently fur is this rabbit folk that has been here for a century or so. In this little meadow, and he gave them seeds as a wedding gift. They don't really need more because they already sow so much, and there's seemingly a lot more in this bag. And by just asking them, seeing that everything went so swimmingly, all the omens are in the right place for them, they give the entire bag of these seeds for free.
I am gracious. I am very happy that oh God, is doing well, and I thank you for this nice gift.
Perrin and Brett, you also are accompanied by Karak. And while you don't really find weights, there's plenty of trees that have fallen over through just the the
There's plenty of children too.
Whoa.
Jesus
Oh my
God.
Whoa!
All right, everyone, hang on to the giant branch. Just pearls.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not weightlifting. I'm training with a lance, which is similar, but
Yeah, still
technically different.
practice you all by all means is fulfilled nothing of the issue. Nathan, the largest hill here is of course the 60-foot hill that under it supposedly there's a rabbit living there, if Sylvian Farron to be correct about this assumption. Going on it and kind of investigate the surrounding area. Forests, maybe you assume maybe a quarter to half a mile from some parts, and this clearing of just meadows, but occasional tree or two. You basically see everything in the meadow, what is happening. You see Chad trying to make some small talk. You see a handful of other your companions trying to make either a use of to exercise or bargain for some goods. And you see in the northwest part of the meadow, in the tree line, just slightly beyond it, a sudden elevation of trees, and you realize that there is a bigger hill there, much bigger than the one that you're standing there. You kind of assume that it's maybe 5-6 minutes of journey one way. Would you take the journey?
There's no immediate sign of danger.
No.
Being too far away.
Everything is peaceful. No sign of anything. It's actually picturesque, if you will.
This screams of a disaster waiting to happen, but at least for now, I need that. If someone approaches me along the way, like asking where you're going, I'd tell them and ask them if they want to join me. But
well, in this case, everybody's still kind of busy with their own stuff, as everybody either acquiring their new acquired loots, seeds, or a shit ton of cabbage. Sylvie, that's a fucking lot of cabbage.
I know, it's a
towards you with
basket
like
full of
6
cabbage.
loots.
in regards as to what to do with the loots, it is posted in memes.
But yeah.
Oh man.
So, this was a good thing because I also made you roll investigation because I knew you were gonna take it. And
Both are 19.
yes, I know. Going in, you realize that, well, the hill and the meadows are, just grass and tampered, structurally sound dirt, as awful as it sounds. The hill in the tree line, just a bit. You can see the meadow from it as well. As you kind of climb, you realize that it's a lot more mossy and, I guess, slick. You realize that it's not like a mound of dirt. It's more of stone, like something a few feet maybe into this hill. There's stone. As you kind of investigate and climb through to investigate, you realize you're above the tree line, maybe halfway through it, and climb a bit more. Not even climb, just kind of walk steepishly, holding to the branches of, or just trees growing. All of a sudden, in this little hill, not even reaching the top, you find a shit ton of concentrated moss. And you see nothing to it, but then you realize it's all dried up. And you peer into it and you see something glinting inside of it. Not eyes, not danger, silver. In the dead mossy side of the hill, there is a hole, and in it something gleams of silver. You don't know what it is, you don't know how deep this hole is. You just know there is something there.
I would try to push away some of the attached moss using, like, my sword tip.
Yeah. The moss with a bit of strength breaks off easily, and you see a sight, a hole maybe 7-8 feet deep, and you see a dead, well, I guess just a skeleton, fully armored, and you see the light that was shining was just a reflection of the helmet that is made of silver. As you see, cobwebs have basically covered most of its bone structure, and you recognize the tabard as one of the Sentis order. Could you roll me a nature check or a medicine check?
That make a difference for me? It does not. I'm gonna declare this a nature check then. Well,
You have no clue how it ended up. This skeleton ended up here, but he looks like it's not the reason. It looks like years had passed. But looking inside this little hollow, this hole, which for you would be wide enough to go down, investigate, or climb out if you need to. Yeah, would you investigate further, go in, or just...
I feel really bad doing this alone.
Sergal is looking for you, so.
Are you
Depressingly
yelling?
enough, right now I'm not looking for you. I'm currently looking for either Farron or Brit.
Oh,
Preferably Farron.
oh, in that case, it's easy for you to spot because they're not even like quarter way done for their training regiment. You can, yeah. You can easily find them if you want. You saw them. You have a higher vantage point that you had previously. You can see them above the tree line. Oh yeah.
I just...
In that case, also, Sergal, can you roll me a perception check? Because you might actually spot just the, just a fish shelf, chilling.
The blue contrast against the green.
Yeah. You actually spot him. You see somewhere.
I would know that splotch of blue anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to him. My arm's full of loots.
Effectively, we're like approaching one another right now because I'm making my way down and you're like halfway making your way up. Yeah, I'm just making my way back down, knowing where Karen would be.
You both approaching each other.
Still.
Yep.
Mm.
Depending on who you get to first, Farron, you could just see him swinging and thrusting a lance into thin air.
I'm sorry, Theron?
What?
I know we have clear rules for the order, but normally when people of the Sense Order die, the rule is to bury them, right?
Basically.
Aren't you supposed to close the graves?
Most definitely.
And I might have found an outlier to this. Up on the hill, a grave buried, one of the Sentinel's Order, laid down in full armor, but in an open grave only covered by moss and web. And I wasn't sure how to proceed.
He kind of yells at it, but...
Nathan kind of shrugs.
Wait.
Wait. Britt, you can hear yell out from Farron. It's not too far away from you. He's just talking loudly.
Yes?
I'm gonna check out what looks like. He looks back at you for confirmation as he says this. A unkept grave from a Sentinel's Order soldier.
Slightly unsure, nodding.
I'll let you know if there's anything in particular to look forward to. Alright? If I disappear, I'm likely dead. He says flatline.
That's like. Okay.
Nathan's finned ears just drop.
At this point, Sergal's like here with a bunch of loots. They gave me a lot more than I was expecting.
Sergal!
Oh.
With
Want
going
one?
for loot, you don't pick up the loot instrument. It's a material like gold or metals. It's not an actual instrument.
No,
because
I
it's-
was looking for these,
Oh,
and I found way too many.
why?
He just said he had a better one, and he gave me all of these. Here,
No.
take one, and he starts. He hands one.
You're like
he
just actively pushing
he
it
just-
back in your.
he just leans it against your leg, and then he hands one to Nathan as well. I have too many.
Can I?
I'm not
I
going to
see
carry
him?
all of these.
We're a bit separated right now, Sylvie. He'll find you.
Oh
Don't
man,
worry.
I
He'll
want
find
to
you.
loot.
He'll find you. Don't worry
You'll
about
get
it.
a loot. You'll get a loot.
Yeah.
Alright, with this, I take Nate and back up. Though, question here: can I spot Chadwick as we go back up?
Chadwick, yeah, you can spot everyone. You can see.
Alright, I give out a familiar, just a whistle. Put my thumb and pointer finger in my mouth, just to whistle for Chadwick. I can't actually whisper IRL, so that's what you're.
Yeah, I have no idea how you do that.
All right, his noble steed comes trotting over, kind of dejected because I've been kind of turned away the entire day.
I've been rejected.
Here, Farron didn't want his. You get one, Chadwick. And I just hand him a loot.
Alright, let's hop to it.
So how many are you gathering on
Me,
this hill?
Chadwick, and Nathan are going in, or going to check this out.
I just imagine Chadwick going, and I'm a freak, and I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
Anyway, so how many of you are gonna go on this hill? Investigate the moth's
Nathan,
grave.
myself.
Farron, Nathan, and nothing else is. Right?
Circle will just tag along, invited
Okay.
or not.
Alrighty.
Well, are you not handing out instruments right now?
Your
Well,
hands are kind
he's
of
curious
full.
where y'all are going, because y'all are just walking away from the settlement.
Fair enough.
And
Fair
also,
enough.
he only has, what? Yeah, he only has like 3 more loots to hand out. 2 or
Anyways,
3.
Okay.
I guess Circle's tagging along.
So. Making our way, you see, it takes like additional 5-6 minutes making back on the hill, seeing the moss being cleared by Nathan before, and looking down, you see, of course, the skeletal remains with armor, chainmail, a helmet of silver. You don't really see its face, except for the lower part. Is you see, it's this complicated mask, not mask but helmet, with probably several slits that are basically maybe worn off throughout the years. But it's silver, while the rest of the armor steel, most likely, chainmail, and yeah. Roll me a nature medical check before you do anything.
Can I do that again as well?
No.
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
have
Okay.
Chadwick. Wait, actually, Chadwick, what's your nature?
Or medicine.
Nature, I want to say, is +2, but let me double check just to be sure.
Sergal has a nature of medicine of +3.
If we're talking between the difference of 2 and 3, I'm not gonna. But with that said, yeah,
Your
with
nature
that,
+2.
yeah, no. So like, Chadwick, he motions over to Chadwick to help out as he leans, as I lean down to look into it, and we investigate. All right, that's 15.
Are you actually gonna go and inspect the body, touch it?
Given my small form, I'm going to carefully start lowering myself down.
It's
Holding the lance, like poking.
It's like 8 feet drop. It's not exactly severe, and it's not like it's a sudden steep. You can climb out. You just need to put effort to it.
On to adventure.
Yeah.
Next one to have the rope down.
As you investigate,
the bottom caves out, and you fall into that place that's under the Underdark.
As you investigate,
Or that anime we just
the surrounding area. This is like maybe 10 by 10, like a square, not a square, a cube of like 10 feet with this like slot of moss. And as you kind of investigate this, you see, of course, the corpse, the bones. You realize something.
Is he armored?
Yeah,
Or chainmail with a helmet.
Yeah, silver helmet, steel chainmail. Looks like it's been through a lot. And you realize that this is not a grave. As you look at where it's laying, the body's laying, and you realize there's like massive cracks to the stone that doesn't look like it's been, naturally made. More like with sudden force cracked. And opposite of where the body is, you see swirls of fire on the rims of the stone. For some unnatural reason to your own self, you feel like it's not a burial place, but more like this person got flung through a portal and crashed into this place and just died here.
Nathan, get down here. Chadwick, Sergal, get ready to pull up the rope.
Quick salute, but then making my way in there.
So who's
I will plant all 4 of my hooves.
Who is touching the body?
Trying my
I'm
best
gonna
to
get
avoid it.
I'm gonna get closer to inspect the armor, in particular. As a smith, that's where
Mhm.
my attention's thrown.
Anyway, give me a second. So,
And after, yeah, go on.
yeah, so you're touching the first, the arm, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
just kind of carefully. Very
Wisdom
carefully.
saving throw.
Bruh.
You it!
Oh boy!
Of course, it's cursed.
Oh boy. What a
Of course
cursed
it's
piece of-
cursed. Huh?
All right.
It's cursed to wake up
17.
when
That could have been so much worse.
wakes.
All of a sudden, Nathan, as you're making down, as Farron touches his arm, all of a sudden you see him freeze for a second, eyes glazing out. And then he kind of clutches his hand and seems to be back normal self, but all of a sudden stands up and then looks at you, Nathan. Eyes blank, this white, pale iris taking over. Farron, my good sir. All of a sudden, touching the armor, a stinging sensation at the back of your skull. As all of a sudden you see yourself coughing up blood on the cold, wet stone, wasting your final moments of your life. Your bones are crushed. Your mind is feverish. And before you get all of a sudden pulled out by something of this sensation, you sense a familiar presence, a voice. And then just snap back to reality. All of a sudden, Nathan, before you do anything, you see the glaze just all of a sudden returns to basic Farron, and Farron is now back to normal. Farron, looking by the corpse back to it, you see a standing figure of shadow glaring at the corpse, the body. Different armor. It's full plate, while the helmet looks similar, but in more of its prime, rather than destroyed by time, as it kind of looks down at the fallen body. And it looks at you. What would you like to do, Farron?
Alright, so the rope that like the end of the rope, the one they're holding up.
Everything,
Go on.
everything is the same as it was. You're now, instead of leaning over trying to touch the armor, you're stood up, looking at Nathan, looking back. You see this individual standing above the armor. Nobody else sees it. Just you acting
okay.
odd.
It's obvious that he can't see it. Alright. I look over, I do a, turn my head for a second, and I say, Nathan, get back up now. And I look back at the armor. The hell are you?
Rambling my way out of that hole.
Full speed.
Sergal, like, hearing the urgency in Farron's voice, he pulls his sword a little bit.
He
Do you
looks
see
at
something, Farron?
he looks at you.
No one touch foot. And that's
Yeah.
told.
He looks at you, Farron. All of a sudden, turning his whole body with a single stuttering foot. It seems to be trying to stay composed, but it seems to be collapsing. Something in this shadow spasms. As all of a sudden the head slightly twists towards you. I am Tam, second vigilant. And who are you?
I am Fan, student, paladin of the Order of Santa's Order, under Tarumak. Lord,
A student of the Seven Sigilant. He all of a sudden creaks its head to the other side. Oh, there's the old demon.
we could have. A demon. Tarumak is far from a demon.
All of a sudden, the armor looks at the shattered armor on the ground. I did my best. I stood in line. I fought to my dying breath. Seeing that you're here, it means my death was worth something.
Aye, that it does. Looking like you don't have much time left here. I have a message to give. These are dire times, after all.
Yet another invasion. He kind of glares at the corpse again, the body, and kneels down, scattering through its bones, even though its fingers go through. And all of a sudden, it digs up something, this scorched, dark ring that looks like it's been covered in soot. If my presence, all of a sudden it starts to shake and vibrate again, losing strength and trying to compose itself, clutching its hands deeply closer to his chest. Then looks at you, Farron, extending his left hand with the ring between his thumb and index finger, reaching out to you.
Oh.
If
Yep, I reach out my hand.
If the times are done, as I think they are, you shall need this. Reach out to the old demon. He is the salvation. For now, I rest again. As all of a sudden, the shade just kind of collapses against the wall, and slowly, yet surely, drips down on the ground and just evaporates into nothing. The dark sigil, the ring, all of a sudden loses its darkness and reveals to be a simple golden ring. And as everybody looked above, if you looked about from above, looking at Farron, you see that Farron just kind of extended his hand, seemingly grabbed something, looked at the wall for a bit, and then in his hand, just a ring manifested. And with that, we're back, I guess, to just normal. As yeah, you, even though you just witnessed this creature, yeah, everything looks normal.
kind of
What?
yeah, go on, Circle.
What? Farron, where did you get that ring from? They don't usually appear out of thin air.
I talked to myself for 30 seconds if that's your question.
Um, I mean, you talk to yourself all the time, little guy. So, like, the ring out of nowhere, that's a new one.
Just like
Well, obviously, I went on an
he's not wrong.
adventure. I experienced death. I talked to a ghost. A quest worthy of my.
You can't even finish the sentence.
You do understand how insane that sounds. Like, I know
Only-
we've already had one death experience, so that's not very strange. But
I'll explain it in detail later, but trust the dwarf. My legends are true.
So,
Toss back down the rope.
you know,
Nathan, safe come back down here.
okay. Do you at least
So do we give him a burial? Or just take his stuff?
We're not taking anything off his body. We'll bury him properly soon enough. First, let's make sure there's nothing else in this room before we...
Well, if it's his ghost, you took a ring off of him.
He gave me it, obviously. That was consensual.
TLDR, ghosts can consent.
Remember, kids, don't grave rob unless you have consent from the grave.
I'm just saying though. So what's our standing on, you know, necrotic beings, undead?
Normally bad.
Normally bad. That is the sentence order that you
I
made.
I mean,
Although
ghosts?
ghosts very specifically have a reason to be here, and so if Farron saw a ghost of a Sentis Order Knight, they wouldn't necessarily have malicious
all right.
purposes, right?
Yeah, you can see.
we can have
Farron
evening selling
scribbling something
conversations
on a...
about this.
yeah, we can talk about this more out of game. But with this, you can see Farron scribbling down some series of sentences on his notepad as you get down, Nathan.
So, anything we know about him now?
This is, or was, the second vigilance.
Drops whatever he's holding.
Okay, roll me a history check, Nathan.
Nate, you dropped the loot I gave
I'm
you.
rolling one as well.
Sure.
Nathan, why did you drop the loot I gave you?
Ooh, Farron. So, this is so the title of a vigilant is not a title or some sort of, I guess, bestowed thing. It's a group of people called the 11 Vigilants. They are called that because they single-handedly, in the course of 3 days, held off an entire demon invasion by 11 selves. Thus, each one of them were named by the line they stood. Tam is the second. Tarumak is the seventh. You don't know the other people's names, but do you know that
Tarumak is one of the vigilants.
Yes, he is the
The
seventh.
seventh.
This event of the vigilance happened 38 years ago. Way ago.
Well, Nathan, you remember your history? About 38 years ago.
You're gonna school him.
History lesson.
History lesson right here on a dead man's grave.
Literally, like you... Yeah, it's like, he literally just goes on telling it as a legend, almost.
While securing the corpse, like getting the ropes around, and just like starts telling the story zealously.
Yep.
So So what you're saying is this guy knew Tarumak.
The guy didn't just know Tarumak. Was probably a close colleague, if I were to guess at it.
Or side by side. I can.
Tighter knot there. Anyways, so like I was saying, right. So they're deeply connected. Unfortunately, obviously, Tarumak is with us at the moment. If he wants, we could probably ask more details. But for the moment, I'll take his gift as instructed. Kind of finishes the rope work.
Yeah.
Alright, Chadwick, pull it up when you're ready.
But yeah,
I'll reach down, kind of grab him by the hip, hoist him up, toss him on my back.
yeah. You can see that, yeah, when you push the corpse out of the place, you see that there's just a massive crack where you assume he just hit the deck. Like with a amount of force that you assume like a metal warhammer just fucking hit the solid chunk of stone and cracking it.
Question: This is this a room or is this just like natural stuff?
Natural. It's all natural,
Got
but either by some sheer luck or misfortune, he got just punted here. Seemingly through a portal or some sort of magic.
Well, maybe we were brought here for more than we thought. Looks like the gods are watching us.
Circle just looks
So-
around suspiciously.
How are we going to continue from now?
Now, he kind of looks over. So go get the loose ends. He like motions off to the direction of where Sylvie and the other like dagger is. Nathan,
Loose
go get
ends?
Britt and the others. Chadwick, let's get the digging.
Dig.
Digging a
Loose in
hole.
the head.
Diggy hole.
Yeah.
Diggy
Look at the ground.
Well, good.
Look
Circle,
at the loot I
circle.
can reach.
Well, good thing for you that
Circle
Kara.
just like hums that tune as he walks off.
Oh god.
Before like Farron and Chadwick just like gallop off. I know the general rule is to bury them. Tarumak specifically told us to burn them. Should we disregard this here because he's a different vigilance?
No reason not to do both. We burn him, then we bury it.
How are you
Nathan
going
just
to...
gets like a blank-eyed stare and just continues on.
Dwarvish logic. Why not both?
Always works. I'm running out of tea.
Yeah. Takes like good 5 minutes to gather everyone, another 5 to travel back, another half an hour, and somewhere around this time it's like 3 p.m. You find a soft enough spot for the dirt to be dug into, of course, a grave. And how would you proceed with?
Well, given we're in the middle of a forest, it wouldn't be too hard to find kindling and actual sticks. So, like before, I just
start a fire in a forest.
look. If we're watching it and it's like carefully isolated in a hole, it's not gonna be a problem. As long as no one does something stupid, like stands in it, stay as a circle.
Hey, none of y'all saw me standing in the fire. Just
Well, I didn't see
saying.
that. I didn't see
Oh
that
no, I
character,
would have
that's-
told everyone how stupid you looked standing.
Noted. But jokes aside, that was
How much
so
I had to
scary.
save your ass.
But yeah, no. I assume unless anyone has any objections, we'll commence with the formal routine of getting foliage, setting up a pile, securing the area, and burning it, then burying it. No objections?
Objections.
Alright.
Well,
Alright, well, Nathan, Circle, you're off traveling.
So,
At some point, just
um,
catching up to Brit.
You know
like you
what?
to be present for
You
something.
know what? You know what? You brought a good point, Ethan. Let me just.
Oh,
So as you're getting
You had to say something.
so question. Are you gonna like put the body in the grave and then burn it, or
Yes.
okay? Uh, um, passive perception from everybody as you're all gathered, a bit away into the forest, right? You.
Everybody's there now.
I mean, I was
right.
told
Yeah.
You don't need to roll it, but
you don't need
it's
to roll
passive
it.
perception.
Yeah, passive perception. Because you see as you're kind of starting to burn the skeletal remains of this vigilant that one of the halfling
Passive
children.
perception.
Yeah, passive perception. I know. Basically, yeah. Basically, a halfling child approaches, just casually walks up, and says, "What you do?"
Chad, Farron.
And then
would
she
go,
you see it's a girl, maybe 7 or 8 tops, and she looks at the burning fire in the pit, and she just says, "Burning is bad. What are you doing?"
Okay,
Chad, you can tell
sorry.
Farron's about to say something really blunt.
I have a small joke.
Like, is now the
Kick
time?
the baby! No, I'm kidding.
Alright,
No,
Chad, do you have a sense that, in your knowledge of Farron's attitude, he's about to answer really bluntly, which is a very bad thing to do. So you can
As I
watch
see
it
that,
let
I'll
it happen, Chadwick.
As I see that, I'll just kind of reach down, like put my hand as close to over his mouth hole of the mask of the
Oh,
helmet.
you
Like that.
It sensually holds the helmet.
So is
He
there?
turns the helmet around so the back is to his front.
All right. So, I'm sure you guys know what bonfires are. Like, it's kind of a party. We're having a bonfire for an old friend.
Oh, that's so cool. Where's the friend?
Yeah. He's unfortunately
with
not
us.
here anymore. This is in memory of him.
Is he late?
He
He's
couldn't make it.
very, very late.
Aww. Why did you
Yeah.
start the fire without him? That's kind of rude.
It's less about having him here and more about missing him.
He's in our memories. He's here in our hearts.
Dagger is not sure what you guys are trying to do.
Same boat.
as
We're
the
trying to tell him we're having a funeral pyre without telling him it's a funeral pyre.
the child nods. Okay, bye, and then she walks back to the meadow.
He's going to tell everybody what.
Who cares?
All right. Who's gonna kill the kid?
Chadwick?
Kick the
No.
baby!
no, no.
Throw it into the fire! Do it now!
Cast it into the fire! Destroy it!
So now
It'll
the
be a
kid's an
funeral
it
for
now.
2.
The kid's an it now. God.
Here, you can go beat him. The kid's an accomplice.
Right, I
We
think
can't
you
let
need to
anyone
settle
know.
down your adventures.
Oh yeah, did you put the armor into the grave as well?
I think we should. I don't think we should. I think
Burn
we try it-
armor?
Let's not
No.
burn the armor. Let's just
Not burn, but-
like lay it
If
in the
there-
grave.
Yeah.
If there is no religious ceremony to burning the armor with the person, then it'll be on top, or I'll probably inspect it more after the body's burnt out of it.
We'll do it like Darth Vader's body.
Actually,
We'll have like his hat on a stick.
No, wait, no. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
We'll
no.
parade around with it.
No. I have an important question. Are you burning the corpse with armor or without it?
Without.
Without.
Okay.
That's what you do when you're...
Okay. In that case, takes you like good 10 minutes, and you can hear the crackling of old bones give out, and yeah, the 10 minutes pass and it's just charcoal and ash.
We should bring this back to another. Wait. Are we going to another location of a temple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should
It
bring
would be-
this to the temple.
Up.
I'm assuming that it'll.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
should
it
probably.
be somewhere safe than in the possible hands of a grave robber.
Throw a minute, but is right. I'll get the engraving for the stone done. You guys can transport the armor. No one put that on. They won't have disrespect in it.
No. We will not disrespect a fellow sent this order.
And Farron walks off to find a stone to properly engrave for a tombstone for our friend.
Plenty of
He's
stones.
not our friend. We never met him. He's just like some old guy.
Jesus
Part of the
Christ.
order. That makes him our
That
brother.
doesn't make
See,
him a
circle.
friend.
No, but it
Well,
makes
it was
him...
set out of character. Don't make a discussion out of it.
Hey, it makes it our superior.
Not wrong.
It also makes him our elder by a lot.
Our currently deceased cohort.
Alright, well,
Currently?
question,
It's not
Araxes, as
referred
we
to him
finish
as
up with
that.
this fire,
Previously
is it
deceased
time to
then.
get to rest?
So,
There you
He's
go.
like, what's the
Sorg.
time after all of this is done? Because it might be time just to go to bed. Call a long rest. Araxes laughs at the knowledge.
so all of you. 'Cause
Hey, they're
it's,
burning a dead body in there.
so it's about like 3:30 p.m. Are you gonna just go to bed now? We're just gonna wait till.
Yes,
Okay.
we need
3
to.
p.m.
Yeah, it's.
That'd
Circle
take us
give
to
me
about
a loot?
1. Yes. I'm just walking around carrying like 4 loots now. I just hand one to everyone except Farron because he doesn't want one.
No, it's okay. No, Fimsy wouldn't.
You can sell it, do whatever you want with it. I do not have the space for 6 loots. I've got mine.
I suppose.
I try to play it. 1.
Make a performance roll.
You know, I'm gonna try
Do I have to?
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Circle's going to
Loot
play the loot
contest.
as well.
You said yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to literally out.
Unlicensed bonfire.
Wait a second. Hey, Brit. Brit. I think I'm a little better. He kind of smugly smiles. It's an incentive for a competition.
I can't wait to see you both roll natural ones.
No.
You just hear a thing.
No, I don't
Not
like
bad,
loot
not bad.
instruments. But I hate losing more. Hand one over.
Yeah.
Dagger turned into a competition. Fancy
Yeah,
intent
well.
on turning it.
Come
It
on.
just sounds like
come
a bunch
on.
of off-key.
Ah, dang.
I got
We're
one
just
hunt.
messing
I
around.
Plus
rolled an
6 in
8 and still got.
performance?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
have
was the
to.
best one. Is your confidence
still.
boosted?
Is anyone? Hold on. Is anyone else going to do it?
Oh god.
I'm trying to look
Oh,
so
Sylvie.
I'm gonna string along just for the fun of it.
Okay, let me describe this. Circle when you're done. Let me describe this because I just wanna. Okay,
Aw, man.
so Nathan, you're like you the pro-
Terry unironically does the best. Farron unironically does best.
yeah. So Nathan, you basically tried to play it, but then you realized that your scales kind of get in the way, so you can't really do much. Just gotta fucking trying to play something or do something, and it's every once in a while just stuck. Boy, Sylvie and Dagger, you you can play it 1-2 notes and just nothing else. You try more and you fail miserably and it becomes a mess. Brett and Circle, you can do good consisting notes and you can get a simple melody out quite well. Farron, you can get a melody just a bit more longer.
Hell yeah.
More aggressively barred sexual.
Much more aggressive.
Kind of chuckles to himself, knowing that he did a good thing, inciting a distraction.
That wasn't
I-
bad, Farron. You might have to learn the lute.
But no. He puts it down, realizing he got sucked into
Ha!
You should maybe become a bard.
no.
Sir-
That would be fun.
Circle's
No.
Circle's going to go on from the competition, and he's just going to play like a warm-up tune, tuning the lute and just getting his hands back into the rhythm.
I'm gonna swing my lance back over there and do other dwarfly things.
I think soon enough is a good time to rest. I'll find a good spot on the floor to rest. Near the bonfires. Goes back in town. Well, the small encampment, I should call it.
Mm-hmm.
Circle's gonna stay by the fire a bit longer.
Just in case.
Just
In
just
case
by
you feel
the
like
fire.
stepping in it.
No,
in
no.
general.
Currently, he's concentrating on like remembering how to play the lute.
Mm-mm.
Play
I'm
tab
gonna be
of,
watching
a
the fire.
Requiem.
Mm-mm-mm.
Actually, that would be
Alright,
actually
and-
pretty good if you could play a Requiem for the Dead.
Play Wonderwall.
Wonderwall, Jesus. Ay. Well,
Anybody joining me as I go back to the encampment?
Not yet. Sticking around to fire for a while.
Yeah, after the last fire blew up, I'm kind of watching this one carefully.
anyway, yeah. So everybody takes a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Oh god. Long rest indeed. So, as time goes on, times pass by, all of you take a sleep in the middle of the fucking day, realizing probably how fucking much you're exhausted.
Who's taking first watch?
Is somebody taking
Sir,
first?
go well.
Watch.
Sir, Circle and
I don't
Karak,
trust those kids.
Circle pretty much just like, even if a watch doesn't need to be taken, he stays up a little longer with his
Just
lute.
wakes
No,
up with a pine
we
cone
should
up his
do that.
nose.
We should do watches. Circle and Karog be first, followed by,
I'm gonna do the second half. I only need to sleep
And then
4
you get to
hours,
do-
so I'm
and
fine.
you'll do it with Farron, and then me and Silver.
Chadwick always was with me. Only Chadwick.
Okay, so who's gonna be the first, if you
So
will?
that is Circle and
Karok.
Karok.
Yeah. So Circle, you can roll with
Guess I'm
advantage.
sleeping.
Perception.
Nobody said my name.
You and Chadwick don't get the shifts. We're I'm trying to rotate, so it's not.
HR.
HR.
Oh my goodness. The rolls, they hate me.
Okay, give me a second. The rolls, they hate you? Give me a second.
Yeah, I rolled a 9 perception.
Yeah. I mean, you can hear the local populace of this village, camp, settlement, whatever. Kind of.
I'm concentrating mainly on my loot.
Yeah, I know. Nothing really happens. Occasionally see a halfling or two pass by the bonfire. it's rather quiet. There's no like shouting or anything. Peaceful night. 2 hours pass without any incident. Who's next?
That is Farron and Nathan.
So the problem with Farron at the moment, he doesn't seem to be waking up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Farron
He
seems to.
doesn't seem to be waking up.
Yeah, he seems to
Yep.
be. He seems to be asleep, and you try to get him awake, but he seems not to wake up.
Is he? But it is noticeable that he's asleep.
Yes, he's asleep, but just
Okay.
passed out cold, if you will.
He's a heavy sleeper. Got it.
Just like poke him a few times. Okay, this guy's not waking up.
The fear
In
of
honest-
angering Farron.
Yes, absolutely. In that case,
Literal poking the bear.
yeah, I drag out someone else to do it. Sylvie, would you be opposed to it?
Sylvie's taking the third shift with me.
Fuck. I'm not gonna
Daggers
wake up
available.
Chadwick. Guess I'm waking
Wait.
up Dagger then.
Lazy
I mean-
bitch.
I mean, Chadwick's available if you need me.
No, you're resting tonight.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'll wake up Dagger. I was actually supposed to take the rest with Baron, but it seems like the
Okay,
took a bit
what-
too much
either-
out of him.
Either individually roll me a perception check, or one of you with advantage.
What do you have?
+4.
Yeah, you.
Not 20.
Let's
Jeez.
fucking go.
Like,
Let me just quickly check something real quick, okay?
Oh boy.
Let me check. Today is it's
You
not
see
the,
God's hand approaching.
not yet. I checked my notes, not yet.
You look up at the moon, it starts blinking.
Well, you see
Oh, that'd
that
be terrifying.
you see that the moon is slowly but surely showing up in the night sky. It's a half moon, if you will. It's peaceful, it's quiet, but because it's so deathly quiet in the middle of the night, every once in a while you hear taps of footsteps in the hill. In the hill that Farron and Sylvie went. And throughout the entire 2 hours, you can just hear it. Every minute or so, 6 or 7 taps. It's almost rhythmic, if you will. But besides that,
Just almost.
yeah, but besides that, everything seems to be fine. Nothing odd, awful. Literally Sylvie.
Yeah. Guess it's fine then.
Dagger's just groggy, like, was not ready for this. Just a little bit of dirt and grass sticking onto his cheek.
I mean, at least it's a quiet night.
Let us hope so.
Been so far.
Might you tell me of your latest projects before we have to leave?
What kind of projects?
Findings. We don't always communicate as much as we could have.
Yeah.
So I want
Didn't really get a chance
she
to
had
do
ready.
much in the garden.
It was
was fine.
Yeah.
But I do want to know about some things that you've acquired in knowledge. I haven't had time myself for the scriptures and scrolls.
Guess it's always been my thing.
A thing you do well.
Sadly, right now is not the time for scripture, or books, or any other kind of literature. For now, we need to make sure we stay alive, so what we're doing here may be in the next generation of paper and parchment to be written down. So I'm pretty sure this is the beginning of a new chapter for the Center's Order. Just like saying that absent-mindedly staring into the sky.
Most definitely. Although
As you say that, Nathan, you see a glint across the sky, a bright green light for a split second, and just dims down, and a shooting star.
Okay.
Your observation, maybe. So,
I have a funny thought, but I'll keep it to myself.
Jesus Christ! What I describe a
bad.
singular green flash in the sky, but Circle sees.
Hey, look, it's Ryan Reynolds in his critically acclaimed movie Green Lantern.
Well, it was it is a setup for the Deadpool movie. That's all that movie was for.
Anyway,
Let's, knock it off topic.
Continuing on.
who's the third? I guess.
It would be Sylvie and Britt.
So either one of you with advantage, or both separately. Not perception.
My perception is a +3. What about yours?
5.
You do it.
Also, you're just staying by the bonfire, or are you walking around seeing if there's anything? Because
A little
there's
bit of walking around.
Gotcha.
18 +5.
that's pretty good.
23.
So, Britt, my boy, my girl. For a good hour, it's calm. It's definitely quiet. It's the bonfire that has been dying down. It's just more a large campfire at this point, as most of the logs have been broken down and piled up. Quiet, a bit cold, as you're literally without any bedrolls or anything, but it's peaceful. Until like an hour or so, you decide to take a stroll on one of the hills, and you look to basically this almost exact place where you went to the hill, or I guess Farron and Nathan went to the hill where they found the body, and you see 2 large bears wandering around you see 3 cubs.
God damn it, Sugar.
They don't seem to be walking towards this way. They just seem to be either paused, tending to the cubs, or just waiting for something. Or are we getting a surround on their location?
Just going to observe them and see what they.
Roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Check with advantage, oh boy.
Oh boy.
You're not wearing heavy armor, are you? Because that advantage would otherwise be gone.
Well, if he's
Yes.
not even moving, it doesn't really matter. If he's just watching.
That's up to the DM.
I just
It's a
fucking,
straight roll.
I just fucking imagine you
Yo.
just.
It's a 12 for the.
Damn. Okay. Clang, clang, clang. No, just kidding. You know, you sit idly and look, see if the bears approach this, I guess, your position, or just wander off. They take some interest, take maybe 20 feet towards your location. Mind you, they're like 400, 500 feet away. They take like maybe 30 tops feet. Look around a bit, and I kind of wonder with the cubs back in the tree line. And then like good 5 minutes after, you don't really see anything besides just darkness.
Very interesting.
What you looking at?
Just a mama bear and the cubs.
Aww.
That's cool.
So who's gonna be
So peaceful. I think I'm actually gonna sleep.
huh?
He's
Rod
just
calling us
falling
a
asleep
viral
in the
here.
middle of D&D.
Yeah. So is there gonna be a fourth?
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm getting my long rest.
Yeah. A fourth. Is there gonna be a fourth group of people?
Technically speaking,
Do we really need one?
I could do another one because, like, I only
Get
need
f-
4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, they
Kick Farron
already
in
got
the
to sleep.
kick Farron in the bucket.
It's pretty much a 3 and then a 2-hour shift, so no. There isn't really a need for 4s.
I'm just saying. Anyway, in that case,
Within 2 hours, you die.
no. So, I guess who went to bed first wakes up first. Well, technically Nathan wakes up first because you're an elf. Seeing that it's dead of night, you don't know what time it is. It's starry. You see the moon. You don't know what
Am I
time
to
it is.
assume that I don't get up?
You don't get up.
Bruh.
You didn't get up. You died in your sleep. That's what happens when you don't take
Don't
one.
you fucking dare.
Jesus Christ.
The ring was cursed.
Nathan
It's,
staring at Farron.
Nathan, are you gonna try to wake up Farron?
Wake up now.
Are you gonna try him? Because he was basically just asleep all this time.
He has a
A
pulse,
bit more
right?
active. Like, from what I can tell, he's breathing.
Yeah, he just seems to be just slumbering. He's not like still like just breathing. No, he's like like sometimes waving his hand a bit, like trying to get something off his face. Like he's full on sleeping. He's not like comatose.
Okay.
Good time.
Again, like every few minutes, I just like poke him again into the side,
Oh,
backing off.
the first
afterwards every single
time, Farron, all of a sudden a sharp pain in your side. You wake up.
By the dwarvish gods!
And Nathan is like standing straight. He was like squatting down next to you. And now he's standing straight in salute.
By what manner of beast have awakened me? Oh,
I do believe it was a wild man fish.
what? Oh,
That was just something Circle just said in his sleep.
Farron, you feel a bit
I
odd.
thought we were all waking up.
Well, I mean, technically Nathan is the first one because he's like he needs to leave sleep.
Yep.
Yeah. But Farron, you feel kind of odd. Something is off. Something is in your mind. Like something is
I start patting
missing.
myself down.
No, you don't, you start to place it down, and then you realize on your hand, on your right hand, on your winning finger, there's the ring that was given
He
to you.
broke the rule he set himself.
I didn't. No, this was a piece of thing he gave me. It's a bit
Yeah.
different. Slightly.
Sure.
But,
Yeah,
gosh
you-
darn it, Rog. Anyways, yeah. By the buddies. Can I take a closer look at this? Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure, roll me an Arcana check.
This one, he's kind of doing it in the privacy of his own thing, so no advantage here.
How did he get behind the armor, though?
19.
You intently look upon it, you fucking examine it, you take it off, you take it off, and it just, there's no markings, it looks like a basic golden ring. There's no incantations, nothing. It doesn't give like off presence, but just, it's just no, it's like, the gold ring is just,
It's just a ring.
yeah. You don't remember putting it on, but it's
Put it back on, just out of.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Shut it, shut it! This time it's a lot worse. Shut the fuck up.
A new legit goosebump. Oh, God.
I see Chad doesn't like my
Alright.
naming conventions, motherfucker.
Alright, so, with that said, he brushes them off and he starts doing his morning routine. This isn't something to be anything perceived.
Well, you say morning, but it's fucking dead at night. You don't know what time it is.
Yeah.
I just imagine that he just woke up and didn't even register the fact that Nathan was standing in front of next to him.
Yeah! You just see him start
He
to
just
pat
goes-
himself down, look at a ring, take it off, put it back on, and then gets the brush in his
And then
beard.
goes over to do push-ups without any notes.
He's on the grind. So. But yeah, one by one, all of you wake up. It's the dead of fucking night. You don't know what time it is. Remember, you went quite early to bed. Yeah. You don't know what time it is. It's deathly quiet. What would you like to do?
Araxis, did you note that your little dice roller screen is not showing?
Yeah, I don't know. It just bugged out in the middle of the thing.
Alright.
I know.
I'd like to think that as that Brit positioned herself under a low-hanging branch, so as soon as she wakes up, she starts doing pull-ups.
Wow.
Like a full, you know those memes where they're standing, they're lying straight down on the ground, and then suddenly just go straight, shoot straight up 90 degrees. Oh.
Now, I would engage in some exercise, of course, but first you have to maintain your beard. Careful brushing, it's very important.
I love that everybody has these morning routines. Honestly, scales are a pain to maintain. So it does take a bit of
Oh no.
general effort, but it's fine usually.
Jesus Christ.
Still,
So,
it's something you can
how
do
far away from
outside.
town again right now?
You have no clue. It's dead of night.
I'll kind of look out into the night. I can't do my morning jog here, can I?
Probably not.
I will pace very angrily within like 20 feet of everyone.
It's like encircling us.
Yes.
like a predator shark. Dun dun. But yeah, you don't know what time it is. It's just, yeah. So,
Can I look for herbs?
What kind of
And this light?
Yeah, sure.
Holes for
with
weed.
roll me with disadvantage? Nature check.
Cool.
Ay, ay. So how's everybody
Is
doing?
it
Yeah.
is it perception or
Nature.
nature?
Nature with
Nature.
disadvantage. Also, what is oh yeah, it's gonna be bad. So what is everybody doing in this night out in the middle of nowhere?
Farron's,
Uh,
Farron's suiting up and getting ready to move out.
so, Raxus, can I just have one question?
Yeah.
Why is the gathering of birds nature and not survival?
Cause it's nature. Survival is for tracks.
I thought gathering was survival. Pardon me then.
Can be interpreted in both ways.
Survival is more based to animals than, plants.
Yeah, it's like
Is
looking for a place to camp and looking for tracks and stuff like that. Well,
Can I switch out
looking
my
for
animal
herbs
land?
is plant-based.
What?
No, never mind. I'll question for another time.
But with that said, by the looks of it, is there a...
Yes.
Actually, wait, hold up. Nathan's been awake for most of the night of the 8-hour period. We're going to Nathan, any idea what time it is?
Rugs?
Yeah.
We've been asleep for most of it. When I took over the rest that we were supposed to be sharing, you were out cold. So I did it with Daga instead.
Right, if I went to bed straight after that, 8 hours from then, I'd wager about 2 a.m. Break of dawn won't be hidden till too soon. Prep yourself for the morning ahead.
I'm really not sure, but your guess is as good as mine.
No idea if that math is legitimate or not, but we'll see.
Nathan is trying to do that math in his head and it doesn't line up in the slightest.
Roll me intelligence check, Nathan. Let's see. Can you determine what time it is? Intellect, Nathan. Intellect.
Big brain time.
You have no fucking clue.
Perfectly average.
You know that it's past midnight, but it's not dawn yet. That's your best guess.
So, from my current observation, it is not bright outside anymore. But it's not bright again. Which means it has to be somewhere in between.
So he kind of like sits down in the fireplace at this point. He says, "So I gotta catch up the rest of you on what happened at the tomb, or makeshift tomb." Kind of motions over Britt.
Jesus Christ. These fucking edits.
I failed so hard. I'm gonna change. I gotta edit it again.
Oh, Jesus
Gosh.
I have no idea what's going on in there, but you seem to be having fun.
Okay, so what? Can we roll back? What was that, Farron?
Yeah. So Farron says he has something to tell you. He tries to wave you over.
I jumped down from the tree branch I'm doing pull-ups on and go on over.
Perfect.
Oh.
Perfect landing.
Superhero
Y'all get your
landing.
listening ears on. I've got a tale to tell.
Oh boy.
So there I was, training, exercising, practicing the blade, and then Nathan, he points over to Nathan. takes me over to a dead Santes comrade. I carefully lower myself upon the rope downwards, needing following thought. Looking around, it was no tomb but a hole from an impact. I leaned down to inspect the body and the armor on it. And then suddenly, I was no longer me. I was looking up into the sky, broken, bones shattered, life fading, life fading from my eyes. And then I awoke, standing at 8, only to turn my head and see a ghost. A ghost of not anyone, but Tom, the second vigilant. He had risen from the dead to deliver a message. And the ring. shows the back of his hand with the ring on. For a moment, we shared minds. What this means in the grand scheme of things, I'm not sure. But it was a grand adventure, I assure you.
What did he say?
He said a couple of things. I'll get a proper recitation done for you after I make sure all is right. But the important message he kinda left off with was, well, me looking back up at the notes. Reach out to the old demon. He is the salvation.
Demon?
I'll kind of get a little bit closer and lean down, put the back of my hand to his forehead. Yeah, I think he was too close to the fire too.
Nonsense!
He
It
did
was
that
a
to
glorious
me, too.
adventure.
He did
No,
that
you're
to
just
me.
crazy. He points to you. No, you're just crazy. My adventure was real.
I do not stand in the middle of a pillar of fire and get called insane for coming out unscathed.
Unscathed or with a
That's
fever.
impressive.
Actually, yeah. What gave you the ability to stand in fire and not really get hurt by it?
It's
When you actually
impressive.
can't do that. What? Not even joking.
Chadwick pulled me out. I have no
Why
idea.
were you
what's
standing in
going on.
fire?
Did it hurt or was it?
Because
was
it
like,
didn't hurt. I was curious.
Was it like sauna?
It was a
Did it
little
feel like a
warm.
sauna?
Like, you know,
watching the conversation.
like a midday sun. You know, just like
Oh.
If you were standing in the fire, I'm surprised your clothing survived. Magic
know.
must be it. I wouldn't worry too much about it, but then again, something strange did happen. So let's rest with this in mind, that both Farron and Sergal had special events.
Oh shit, mine had ghosts of the undead. You didn't
I
have any
smell
voices
Sergal.
in his head.
I smell Sergal. Like, does he smell like a campfire?
not anymore. It's been
Probably
like
not.
3 days.
Wait, it kind of looks. You can see Farron
We
is
smell
starting
of
to get
many
competitive
different
here.
things, but the campfire right now is not the priority.
Looks
Yeah, you can-
at Brit, puts like gently pokes her shoulder. Could we perhaps have breakfast? I ask this
I got-
because you are the best cook.
I got cabbage, I got mushrooms, I got garlic.
And cabbage, and
And cabbage.
cabbage, and
And cabbage.
cabbage,
And
and cabbage, and cabbage.
He just
Stuck
goes off
in
for
an
5
endless
minutes.
loop.
We have cabbage. Yes.
We are
I,
the
uh,
cabbage man.
Cabbage.
Somebody
Cabbage.
reboot the
Cabbage.
furball.
Cabbage. Cabbage.
I mean, if you guys don't want cabbage, I literally got rations here.
All of
But
the
by the-
heads snap into your directions at the same time.
I have some rations
Oh.
of my own.
So you had
Actu-
the rations.
As this is going
Yeah.
on, and
Yeah,
as they
we're
kind of
back.
discuss
We
food,
still have our rations.
Yes,
Circle,
but
question. Where's your character
rations
on
are
the
less tasty.
We have the picture of the campfire, right?
Oh yeah, we do.
On
We
the
literally
screen.
do. I'll reference that. No, yeah, Circle. You see Farron get up to you and he's walking straight towards you.
Takes like a minute.
It's 25 feet of movement, not 5. But he walks over and he tries to grab your shoulder and pull you down for like a huddle talk. Hey, come down here.
Circle just like kneels down on one leg.
2 hours later.
How'd you talk to short people?
You grab them by under the armpits and lift them up.
I know exactly where you got that from. And I
Me
hate it.
too. Fuck.
But yeah, he kind of Circle. Did the fire give you a ring? Kind of motions to us.
No, but it did make my sword glow.
Show the sword. Show it.
I just draw the sword and show. Fair.
Can I make an Arcana or Swifting check?
I
Here.
checked and I don't see any runes left on it. It was glowing with runes. It's done that once before when I first met Tarumak, but
When you first met Tao? Interesting. And anything else in the fire besides for ruins?
Nope.
No,
It looks
I-
it looks like a normal normal steel blade.
I
Go on, Circle.
no, but it definitely had a celestial presence to it. It wasn't a natural fire.
Alright, you're crazy. Anyways, I'm just
I just full on grab the sword by the blade and bonk him on the head with the pommel. Just if he says that, bang!
It's probably
He says that-
echoing inside.
Yeah, you just hear the doom. Yeah, no,
Actually said it.
he said it, but if you have a passive perception above 10, you could tell it was half joke.
Yeah, and the hit was a half joke then.
Aha, it's insight, not perception.
It was only half a hit.
I was only smacking you with half of my strength.
Yeah, guys, like from the outside perspective, you just see him huddle down, and you see Circle bump him on the head.
Like,
No, that's-
geez, Farron, you made me use 1% of my power.
Circle is a pillar man after all.
Yeah.
Chadwick.
We're all that. We're all that.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Cause you got that.
Oh, we eat.
Yes.
Eat.
But can Brit cook it? The ration tastes better when she cooks it up.
Mushroom,
Fine.
garlic, cabbage wraps, everyone.
Ooh, cabbage wraps. Now that's actually a good idea.
I was like thinking while like everybody was doing their thing. I was like, what could you possibly make with cabbage, garlic, mushrooms? Yeah,
Spring rolls!
a little
Where-
bit like cabbage rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, cabbage rolls.
They're not bad. They wouldn't be bad if you made them right.
All right, Britt.
Pretty sure we're missing like
Use that-
75% of the necessary ingredients, but I guess it has to suffice.
I mean, we can. It's basic.
Mm,
Alright, so
Good enough.
what am I rolling?
Performance.
Your tool proficiency.
It's a
Performance.
performance as well.
Performance.
Try to beat my score. I dare you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I have that performance modifier. Am I adding my tool proficiency? as
Yes,
well, or is it
yes,
just- okay,
yes. Da-da-da.
plus. So that's a plus.
It's gonna be burned. Oh shit! Fuck yeah! They're super
Because
fucking
performance is +6 +2 tool proficiency.
Yeah, it's fucking
Cool.
delicious. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Very good, very good. But yeah, we make excellent breakfast in the middle of dead of the night. I guess you all eat, takes half an hour. What now? It's literally
I hope we
dark.
made the halflings jealous.
The halflings are
They
asleep.
wake up. They wake up. at
Halflings
some
are
point,
asleep.
They just start smelling our breakfast.
I mean, halflings are notoriously, like, you know,
Food-oriented?
well-developed eaters. Yes, food-oriented. Lavish, I think it is the word.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm like, who do you think gave me these cabbages?
So, Brit, I believe with a good meal in our stomach, now would be a fine time to digest it.
Isn't your body supposed to do that?
Fair enough. I know, like both
It's
Sylvie and Nate look at
it-
each other like,
it
is
was
that what your
a-
body's supposed to do?
It was a slight comment to note that we should get moving. Moving and walking helps digestion.
Where to?
Then I shall digest faster than anyone has ever digested before.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
I don't think
So-
that's how that works.
So
We dwarfs are
Not
natural
everything.
sprinters.
It's
Very dangerous over long distances.
Jesus.
Short
Okay.
distances.
Okay. So you're all heading out, I assume, right?
We are going to start that way, yes.
Where are you heading?
So, question
I-
here: can we get our basic orientation by like the
Yes.
town?
You
All
could.
right, so all right, then we know we're north and west. All right, Chadwick, you know what direction we're going in then.
Can I make an?
Can
make-
I
make a
know which
slight
direction
joke?
you're going?
Can I make a slight joke to Farron's expense before that?
Sure, I allow it. Consent.
Of course you're going to win that competition. The food doesn't have far to go.
That was actually good. Fuck.
He's short.
Anyway,
Hate you all.
can Chadwick tell me where you're heading? Cause to tell me he knows location, I kind of need to know as well.
That's a quote. That's a quote. Put it in quotes. You get it, guys? He's short.
All right, but Chadwick, you have the general directions in your DMs.
Yeah, we were going to.
Circle, goddamn.
Yeah, we're going to be heading kind of southward towards Mesh, right?
Olish, yep. Stopping after.
Okay, roll me a d10, everybody, as you're leaving this little grove of
Wait. I think. Well,
Everybody?
hold on.
Everybody can.
I
one.
think it's Sylvie's turn.
Yeah,
I think it's Sylvie's turn.
Yeah, sure.
Got this over.
Sylvie,
I'm pretty
roll
sure I
something
went last.
crazy. Roll something crazy.
Roll something crazy. Okay. Absolutely nothing happens as you're making your way through the dead of
Dang.
fucking night. You hear occasionally the local wildlife, mainly birds waking up, seeing as you just traverse through the woods. Nothing. And I mean absolutely just forest. It's peaceful, it's calm. Anybody else would like to roll me a d10 as you've been traversing through the forest for 2 fucking hours?
Britt,
It's
your
Brit's
turn.
Come on. Where's that curse? Where's that curse?
Oh no, what is this?
Wait until Korak is back next session. Wait until Korak is back, I swear to God. So, Brett, roll me a d10 because apparently it's your turn now.
Apparently. Hey guys, want something interesting?
Oh my
Absolutely
God.
nothing!
Absolutely fucking nothing!
Yay,
Come on,
the
come
curse
on,
is
come on.
broken.
It's
Come on.
It's
I'm
nice.
ready for the
It's
curse.
peaceful. It's not even raining. Imagine that. It's all peaceful, nice, a gentle breeze in the middle of the night.
I'd
Lit
be
up.
making nature checks.
Oh, you want to make? Oh yeah. Is there anything you want to do? Well,
Sergal would be watching the stars.
sure. Easily enough done. Roll me nature checks, Sylvie.
Looks up while,
Nope.
while
Oh,
walking,
come
falls into a
on.
ditch.
Okay. Another D10 as you've been traversing through the
Damn it.
dark for
Damn it,
10
wait, wait, wait.
hours.
I want the good
Oh
stuff.
god, I am so sorry, guys. I'm gonna be the one to break this.
You can roll the
And
floor. Let
Remember-
it
Rogue's weapon falls out.
Oh
of the
my
sky.
god. Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay.
A
Okay.
thunderous javelin.
The thunderous javelin.
Oh
No.
god, that'd be terrifying.
No,
That
something
would be
something actually a lot worse.
It's just, it's
Oh wait. Yes.
Something a lot worse. Rain. Rain starts to pour down.
Rain.
Good news though.
something thunderous can still fall.
Good news though, Chadwick. On the fifth
shower.
on the fifth hour of your journey, south westish towards Kolmesh, you realize that the sun to the east, the rays of light start to reappear. Dawn is upon you. But would you yeah, if anybody else want to do in the rain besides traversing through the forest, I like another one.
Still doing nature checks.
Roll nature.
Yes,
Doing a
yes,
nature
it's my
check.
turn.
Nature check.
Just saying, I'm genuinely enjoying the rain.
What did I find? What did I find? I did a nature check.
Nature check. Let's go. Well,
I got a 16.
so you actually get yourself. You know what? Roll me a d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
Ooh, okay.
So, well, you don't find anything unusual or weird. You do find a shit ton of mushrooms. Besides brown cap that you know that are basically the most common shroom. Ooh. You also acquire some very potent poison in the form of green caps. They're like red caps, but I guess they're the more distinct and poisonous cousins.
It's a one-up.
Spicy mushroom. Yes.
Yeah,
fine.
it's poison resistant.
To be fair, though, has anyone ever heard of a poison-using paladin?
There's a whole
You
class
have
of it.
now. Look at me.
Also,
Oh, God.
I mean, you
Lace
gotta,
your horns
you
with
gotta,
poison.
you gotta,
Bringer of death.
you gotta prepare
I
it.
feel like
Well,
Karok would say right here.
Okay,
like,
but yeah,
poison is a coward's
in
weapon.
that case, roll me a d10. Let's see, it's been 5 hours. Five fucking hours.
D10 for me.
How
Yes.
many mushrooms do I have?
9.
Okay, it's time. 3, 2, 1. Please let there be chaos.
Ooh.
Tiny.
Yes! 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 Something!
No, you don't want to say yes. You know why?
Stop.
Ah,
It's your
I still say
ex-wife.
yes. Whoa!
no. So, oh my god,
Or did
no.
I spawn like two horrible things that?
No, shut up. So you're gonna roll another thing now. Just remind yourself. So
1d860.
no. It's a lot worse. So you see, thunder begins to roll.
Oh no.
And distant lightnings in the horizon start to manifest next to you. Lightning begins to strike around you.
Farron is fully
Dagger.
armored. Just saying.
Dagger, roll me a d8 twice.
Oh.
From
boy.
one to
Good
8
stuff.
being Karok. So whoever you
Oh,
roll,
no.
they are getting hit. 6. So that would be Sergal and Nathan both get hit by a lightning strike.
Wait.
Oh, the fish got
Nathan
hit
is
by
a water
lightning.
type. He got struck by lightning. That's super effective.
Oh my god.
Second.
Lay on hand, hurry!
Let's see. Give me a second. Oh fuck. Give me a second. Let me.
What is called lightning worth?
Okay.
That's gonna be a damn near one hit
okay.
kill on these peeps.
Okay. Just.
Basically, I just got this.
Yeah. Hey, Nathan and Circle, roll me a deck save, bro.
A deck save.
Deck save. You really want to roll the deck save, I'm just saying. Both of you succeed.
Not
You
bad.
get hit instinctually, but you survive, I think, 86.
I think.
24 pro.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
survived that.
we survived.
No. That's for Nathan, not for Sergio.
Oh god.
Individually.
So
yeah, we survived that.
so Nathan, you take 12 points of lightning damage. Sergio, you take 14 points of damage.
Have like streaks of white in their hair now.
Thank god we leveled up!
Oh my fucking
Circle like gets struck by lightning, full on. I don't know
At
how
least you
to
didn't
describe
convert
it.
At least you didn't
Anyway.
convert a world snake into a evil baddie.
Anyway,
Reference.
roll me.
Nathan just had like 20 scales fall off his shoulders straight.
I'm saying, the storm continues, and the next one who rolls, high chance of it continuing. Also, it is raining and pouring. Would you look for shelter? Because you've been traveling for, at this point, 7 hours, and 2 of your companions got struck by lightning.
They'll healing hand themselves back to full.
Not quite.
You can see. You can see Farron has no intent on stopping. This is why Britt is in charge of the party.
Oh, wait a second. Who's in charge of healing majorly? Because I can do a heal.
Oh, they can all both heal themselves to
I
max.
can.
No joke.
Yeah, I can.
I
I
have
also.
can't
Cure
heal
wounds.
myself to max.
Oh god. Baron,
Unless I waste all of my
Baron,
spell
roll.
Healing hands 3 times.
No,
58.
roll a d10. You're continuing
yeah.
the journey. Let's go.
I'm rolling the d10. I'm rolling.
But Araxis, it was Karak's turn.
Kara can roll next time. Oh my fucking god.
Yes, more chaos.
No, more
Lightning?
chaos,
More
more
lightning?
lightning.
More lightning.
More lightning!
Oh my god.
You
Dagger
know.
was a reference
The
before
big
this
bad
starts.
of this.
No,
of this
no,
campaign.
Farron. I'll be generous towards you. Roll a d6. That's how many lightning strikes you're gonna have in the next 2 hours.
Yeah, you know,
At your party.
they say that lightning never strikes twice, so it would make sense.
Okay,
Oh,
a d8,
You've
a d8,
seen
Farron.
that picture. You've seen that video of a guy getting struck twice in a row, right? Within 10
I
seconds.
call that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's
Oh my
true.
God,
I'm saying that's what they
Sylvie!
say.
call that an electrical dysfunction
Selby,
strike.
next saving throw.
No.
Guys, honestly, this was almost the best outcome possible.
It was almost.
True.
Who's
that-
rolling
this
a dex?
Yeah, deck save. Let's see how much.
Ooh.
Let's see
Now
how.
Sergal has a epic OC white strand of hair across his bangs.
Uh-oh, protagonist syndrome. Circle, control yourself.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry, I can't help it. Getting
I need to-
struck by
I
lightning
need to
really gives you a
scream.
tragic backstory.
I need to scream for hours on end to level up.
Come on, Sylvie, deck save. Come on.
Wait,
Dex
me?
save, Sylvie.
Yeah,
Yes,
Sylvie.
Sylvie,
I asked who, but no one answered.
Because it was you.
Oh God,
It
let's
was
go.
me, Dio.
Oh God, you failed.
Been me.
Oh no!
Oh, that's close.
32!
Oh, that's really close.
That's
She's
really
I
close.
have one hit point left.
This sounds like another level up just because of just going by how natural hazards seem
The
to have
gods are
nearly killed us and leveled us up. This seems like another at least another 3 levels, right?
Who's all got cure wounds prepared?
I don't need
I
cure
got
wounds.
it. I got it. I'll.
You don't. You don't need cure wounds for this. We got healing hands, remember? We got
Yeah.
healing
Don't use it all.
15 points.
definitely.
15 points of healing hands each.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
multiple of us just took like 30 damage each.
Well, actually, you only took like 12, man. You got half damage, remember?
Oh, fuck, yeah. Nice. Okay,
Oh
I'm back.
yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Screw y'all.
Yeah, you know, at Chadwick, if you're willing, we could just lean down, both healing hands, 30 HP.
Yeah. I'll pick up Sylvie by one arm, you pick her up by the other. We both healing hands her.
Clear.
Did you immediately
Clear.
expect her to stand and walk again? Like, literally pick
Wait,
her up,
how-
heal her up in the gesture, and just walk away,
What?
expecting
How
her to
much?
fall over again.
How much was
So, why am I getting very flashbacks to that one other campaign? Where the guy got struck by lightning so many times?
Yeah,
That
you
was
did.
me.
Okay,
I
okay.
still have that gift. somewhere.
So roll me again. This time against Nafan. See. You've been
Roll-
walking.
roll more-
You've been
roll more
walking.
lightning.
You.
Get us.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
How much did I get healed?
Oh no.
30.
Oh wow, thank you.
Oh no.
Hey, look what I said. The
We're all
gods.
going to
Oh.
die.
These guys. The party just walking in the rain. Nice day. The gods. How about we do a little trolling?
Oh god. Oh no.
Then along
is it
came
more lightning,
Zeus.
though?
He hurled his thunderbolt.
Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Oh my god.
Did we get lightning again? Just tell us.
You got something related to lightning, but a lot fucking worse.
Oh boy.
No!
We got a blue
dragon.
dragon. A blue dragon.
No. So, the lightning electricity crackles in the air, but you realize as you've been traversing for almost 10 hours now, and you're kind of heading towards the point of exhaustion, as the rain still pours down, lightning can be here, you no longer get any lightning strikes for a while. And then all of a sudden you all smell this electricity in the air, as with a single thunderous clap in like 40 to 60 feet in front of you, a massive lightning strike hits, lighting up the surrounding area with fire. And that's not all. God fucking damn, where is it? Give me a
I was
second.
about to say this music is way too chill for what is happening.
Shut up,
right now.
shut up. Oh my god, this is not good.
Shazam.
Oh my god, shut up.
Fucking hell.
No, we
Shazam.
see Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
can't-
even worse.
Okay. Let's check.
I'm more
Where's-
worried about John Cena because we won't see him coming.
All of a sudden.
Oh,
Oh god.
Man, this is fun.
Shut
Can
up.
we just
This-
like meet a
this-
god?
No. Well,
This is so
well,
much fun.
Wait, maybe. As all of a sudden you see this fucking entity. Oh my god, it's not gonna even load properly, for fuck's sake.
This entity. Picture of Dwayne the Rock Johnson is
No, you see from the earth glazed in fire, sparks of lightning emerge as this manifestation emerges from the hole,
Oh, boy.
glaring at you.
You want to know the funny part? One of the spells I prepared is Thunderous Smite. That's not gonna be
That's
helpful.
not gonna be useful here.
No, listen. That's thunder.
As
Games. This is lightning.
as it says, you dare to disrespect the lightning.
We
You.
didn't disrespect the lightning. We just got struck. I'm
I
not
would
saying that in
like.
character.
I think we're gonna call it here because next session we're gonna have initiative.
I'm a roll
So
initiative.
Araxis, just before that, how big is this thing?
About 12 feet tall.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so this thing's large.
My, you're a tall one.
Oh shit. The fuck.
No. Why do you steal Theron's line?
No, that was a that
He
was
doesn't
a
know.
I know.
line from
But
WoW.
Theron's short.
But he's short, get it?
But the 6'5" person just said that to that, which makes it funnier.
Okay, so
I mean,
I'm gonna call it. So, is everybody say anything you want to say because I'm fucking tired and I'm gonna shut the stream down with no
I
survivors.
really hope this thing is vulnerable to smite damage.
We're all
Smite,
gonna
smite,
die.
smite, smite,
Well,
smite,
no.
smite,
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 smite, smite, smite, smite.
Okay, well,
We
Yeet!
need to always end it like this.
and
Yes.
then I
Yes.
started smiting.
And it's over, and it's done, and it's kablam
We're
kabloomy.
trying to